All right, Pierce. Just when I thought the swing couldn't get more athletic, it is. So you're doing a pretty awesome job. Good sink there. I see you got, the stride's not as big as it was before, which is great. Again, the stride and the rhythm, I need that to be comfortable for you. I'm not going to force you to do anything that's not comfortable. So, mess around with that. Make that your own style. The key that I look for is where are we when that front foot really lands and when that heel plants. So this is Donaldson who, this was kind of like I don't think your stride was that big before, but, you know, pretty much the same rhythm at least. And then you can see there's his ball of the foot landing, and you can see how wide he is. So the reason I'm using him is the whip. I love how wide you get here with your feet. Okay, if we go one more frame, that's when your front knee starts to open. So I'm going to say this is the same position that he's getting into here. The differences that I see, the main difference is back elbow, back shoulder, front shoulder, hand height. Okay, so as we go back, your front shoulder, back shoulder, hand height look much better here. Okay, so it's not that your hands are dropping per se, it's that your back shoulder is dropping a little bit early. Okay, if you can get your front shoulder in that position when your front foot lands, you're going to get a ton of torque. So look at where his hips are facing compared to where his shoulders are facing. Okay, that's a pretty big torque angle. In fact, if I put a number on that, let's see, probably here and here, he's right around 38 degrees, 39 degrees. Now, this isn't a perfect, I'd have to have sensors on him. But on video, it's amazing. Most big leaguers are like 30, and that would be the high end. That'd be, 30 to 40 is about as high as it gets. So with you, if I take you to that same position, right about there when your hips go, I'm going to say your chest is facing that direction, right about there, and your hips are facing that direction. So we're at like 22. So we can get a lot more torque out of your swing, which means more power. Okay, how do we do that? Simply put, we got to keep this back, elbow, and shoulder up longer so this guy stays down. All right, let's continue the rest of your swing. One frame further, let's see what your head does. It's going to be great, I already know it. Okay, you can see how still your head is. There's no forward movement with your head. Your back foot is releasing in and forward into the ball. Your knee action is superb. So see this weight right here going into your front heel? That's where your ground force kind of rotates around. Okay, so the ground force, when you stride, it goes from your back heel to your back toes, to the inside of your back foot, all the way to your left heel, and then down into the ground. And then that force comes up through your swing as you straighten out that front leg. So when the fact that your weight is here in your heel is awesome. It means we're getting probably maximum force out of your swing, which not everybody does. If we look at Donaldson, his front foot is probably going to look very similar in that position. Yeah, you can see right in here that weight is in the heel and the toes come up just a little bit there. You can see the bottom of his cleats there. That's a great move. But look at his knees. See his knees coming together. Notice his back foot comes forward. Okay, there's no bug squishing or anything like that. His knees and thighs are coming together. Let's check out your swing plane here. The only issue I have with you, you're sitting back really nice here, which is great, as long as your swing plane isn't up too much. So if I look at this, it's a little bit blurry, but if I put a number on maybe this part of your swing when you get on plane about the front knee, yeah, if it goes like this, so I wouldn't want it up any more than like 9 or 10 degrees, and you're pretty much right on that. So I think you're okay with the tilt right now. If we look at Donaldson and I draw that same thing, there's 10 degrees up. You can see he's pretty much on that line, but he's on that line without leaning back as much. So everybody's going to be different here. We have to treat your swing individual to you. It all depends on your swing plane. If your swing plane was up 20 degrees there, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm going to make sure your posture is probably more like this. But the fact that your swing plane is good means you can sit back a little bit more like this to compensate for it. Okay? So, all in all, unbelievable swing. I mean, you get so much energy through that swing. Let's look at another one here. We'll fast forward a little bit. See if we're consistent with that back elbow. Yeah, so I just need your back elbow and back shoulder up. I mean, very flat swing. Your swing plane looks great. Your wrist roll, so much better than the last time I saw you a couple months ago. Okay, good finish, good balance. Definitely no lunging whatsoever in the swing. Okay, let's look at one more here. Good heel plant. So what you did is you took away some risk with the stride, which I like. You're still getting the weight shift, boom, and then boom, there's your weight shift when you drop that front heel. We just have to have your back shoulder up and your front shoulder down a little bit more. Okay, that's going to give you more torque, and it's going to probably let the ball go another 15, maybe 30 feet further, which would be great. So keep up all the hard work.